Greetings, fellow tarot travelers, tripping through the tetrahedral triptych of cards I shall now lay before you. I'm Tarot Torch, and now we're going to talk about Estonia. Do you know what an Estonia is? Why, it's a country. Estonia is the most advanced computer cyber state, digitally advanced e-nation in the world, and is considered the Silicon Valley of Europe. Internet access is a right in the Constitution. It is the birthplace of Skype, Playtech, Taxify, and TransferWise. Estonia supports cyber research and startup entrepreneurs, providing space, funding, mechanisms for R&D, and especially highly qualified engineers that know how to build commercial products and bring it to market. The workforce is cheaper than most high-tech hubs, and with government support, startups from Chile, Italy, China, and the UK all go to Estonia. If one tries to pay for R&D in Berlin or in California, the costs are so high that the research is highly limited, whereas in Estonia, one can try every technological avenue and still have money in their budget left over. So far, 340 companies are given startup visas so that they can set up their businesses there and stay in Estonia and produce in Estonia for many years to come. Taxes, marrying, voting, and buying a house can all be done online in Estonia with your own personal national digital computer ID code. The government has a digital government access such that the storage of civil information for registrations and acquisitions are recorded online, yet the e-government is citizen-operated, and thus there's no fear of a big brother domination occurring there. Tax returns are processed online in 48 hours, but paperwork taxes can take months for returns to arrive in the mail. With the digital identity card, everyone can vote online with complete security, and this increases public participation. X-Road is the national interface platform that links consumerism, taxes, voting, and digital signatures, along with birth records, educational records, census information, and address registration, and the like, onto one platform that is accessed with a national identity card which authenticates digital identity. Their voting and other concerns are done with pleasure and ease, as with immediate results, and no bureaucracy is necessary. There's a cyber police division that ensures security and privacy integrity is total. Will the world go Estonian high-tech? Would the voting components alone cause all issues to receive public opinion? Could a cyber economy be more effective, quick, and progressive than a paper economy? Can the people run this on a civilian level without Big Brother taking over and abusing such an expedient method of buying, voting, registering, and authenticating? Will the fundamentalist Christians go into a tailspin if the world evolves into an e-world, leaving behind medieval superstitions of Bronze Age prophecies? Should the whole global economy, political, military, and tax systems support a unified world platform? Will implants replace the identity cards? Well, these are big questions, and if you're like me and have trouble balancing your checkbook, a website like that might be kind of handy. Today I'm going to be using the CBD Tarot de Marseille by Dr. Yoav Ben-Dov. I like this deck. It's a classic deck. It's one of the best Tarot de Marseille decks on the market today, available through US Games. And it's a modern replica and rendition of the Convera deck, a very classic deck. Now, this doesn't relate to Estonia, but I don't own an Estonian deck, and I don't own a high-tech deck. So we're just going to look at a pretty deck that may not be topical, but it will reveal to us the truth so that we're able to find out what is going on, and will this Estonia type e-government spread worldwide. So we shuffle the decks, and we cut the deck, and we look at the cards. The first card is the Five of Coins. Now, this is a card about disruption. It's about changing the status quo. It's about ending sort of a constipated view of holding on to resources so that you're able to let loose and spend a little money to reach out into the world. And here's the Six of Wands, which represents collaboration and also collusion, depending on how the cards that are surrounding it, and justice. Well, actually, this is not a bad reading. It turns out that there is sort of a disruptive element to the world economy and to the status quo thinking by running an e-government. Through an e-government, a small country like Estonia is progressing faster than the United States, China, Japan, Canada, England, and all the other first world and second world countries. That this disruption is going to end up causing a technological revolution. It is something that is setting forward a standard by which other countries will have to compare themselves with. And the collaboration between government and entrepreneurs, as already discussed, is a classic example for success. And we do have here disruptive entrepreneurs. I want you to know, people who are going to shake the system with new technology that's going to change everything on our planet. But the outcome of all of this is justice. And that's to say that there's a great truth element somehow involved in Estonia's progressive way of viewing the world. It's setting up a platform that anybody with an ID card can go to and access their school records, access their medical records, access their voting rights, their bank account. It's all on one platform. And think how easy that is for them. They can stay at home and do everything on just one website that's super firewalled and protected by a private security firm and the police department and everyone else. No one wants to break through it. And what we're seeing is that this is going to cause, in the future, social reevaluation. Why do we keep ourselves in the Stone Age? Why is everybody afraid of having a chip in them that would facilitate their ability to go buy things? I mean, imagine walking into your department store or your grocery store, filling up your bags and walking out. You don't have to have a check stand person. There can be a chip in your arm, in your leg, wherever, and as you walk out, it reads the chip and the cameras saw what you bought. And you don't have to have money in your hands at all. And why do we have to have, real estate agents and escrow agents? It could all be bought online. So what we're talking about is a system of justice, a system of truth, and a system that cuts out so many different layers of middlemen and abuses and falsities. And instead of people creating false images, there's the truth online. And people know how to negotiate and where they stand and how to apply themselves online on a single platform where everything from their blood type to their bank account is all registered and known. This is very advanced thinking, folks. So what I want to look at is this disruption first. I would like to know if this disruption, what is its nature? It's going to disrupt the money system of the world. We have the 10 of coins here, and what that will do is it will cause enormous disruption of the financial systems of the world. Because no longer will we have to worry about bank accounts. It'll all be in the single platform, electronically. We won't have to hold cash. We'll be able to have everything done through a chip. And we have the King of Wands, which means that it's a very daring sociological experiment. This is something that is going to be looking towards the future and is going to evolve society and humanity to a much higher level, at a much more expedient level. Instead of like the old days before they didn't have ATM machines. You know, we don't have to live in the dark ages. We don't have to stay online to the phone company for 3 hours to talk with someone in a foreign country who doesn't know quite how to process us, and we have to talk to a manager. Everything can be done on a single platform, and we can vote on everything that the Congress does. 100% participation from the public on every decision. They don't have to act on the public will in every instance, but it's very important they know the public will and opinions. And I think that what we're going to see is a greater justness, that people will be dealt with more fairly, more equitably. And it won't be about racism or sexism. Everybody is, you know, at that point, cyber numbers, zeros and ones, binary code. And everyone, therefore, is equal. Now, I'm not saying I'm a proponent of it, although it probably sounds like that by now. I'm sure there can be problems with this system, and I'm sure there can be abuses to it. But the question is humanity finally ready to bring together the right people with the right intentions? And can we as a humanity make this work in a just manner that is for our betterment? Because it really will elevate us to the higher arcana, to a new level, to an angelic way of thinking and being. The difference is huge in magnitude. Instead of having to call up to book a plane ride, it's on the platform. You can book your hotel, your plane ride, check your bank account, everything. Get your visa on the same platform. How fast and easy would that be? Our travel concerns, our business concerns, our education concerns, done in 5 and 10 minutes instead of 3 and 4 days. We really need to consider this. It may be beneficial if we can do it in a mature fashion.